result of having to play with somebody else. And then Quincy Crew side, I just want to mention one thing because I feel like it's under the radar.
Radiant
LOA,
pick.
also known as SVG,
Imba
I genuinely
spirit.
think is one of the smartest people in the entire scene. They've had so
Giant
much time to
pick.
prepare for this, so expecting...
Disruptor.
but like I said, they're going to lose. Said that...
Alright. A Disruptor grabbed here from LGD. Yeah, it works pretty well with Wisp. If you see any sort of glimpse, you can relocate on that. You also have Ember to set up now.
5 seconds
LGD,
left.
I feel like they had one really standout game that impressed me so much. I think you know which game I'm talking about, where they had to split push a lot with an anti-mage.
Yep.
Do you remember that game? I'm getting like vibes of that here just because their lineup's team fight is pretty lackluster, but they have like this very strong ability to push out waves with Lycan, with Ember Spirit, and then if they force rotations, that's where their supports really shine, is when it's not 5v5 scale fights, but like more skirmishy, more scrappy play. And don't get me wrong, if LGD by chance, that it's a very deliberate way of trying to navigate the map.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Terrorblade, okay.
Oh. More Terrorblade action. Great to see. I mean, from LGD's side, they have a ton of mobility. Kind of touched on it a bit.
Yeah. Don't want to brute force them down here.
It kind of doesn't even matter.
10 seconds.
Seems like Quincy's mentality here is, okay, we recognize what the strength of your lineup is.
5
We are going to
seconds
pick
left.
a carry that gets some farm, and then Terrorblade is one of the few carries that can kind of match Lycan in pushing speed. Both heroes are just hitting towers. Terrorblade pushes very quickly.
Dire's turn to ban.
What happened to expecting a lot of teams? Small sample size
Yeah,
so far.
small
but,
sample. Don't worry.
No, I'm not.
It goes both ways, that matchup for me, because Ember traditionally can do well against the PL with all his AoE damage, but at the same time, when PL has enough items, it feels above it. And PL flat out just destroys this run. You have a static storm.
Radiant's turn
Don't
to
land
ban.
that. There's a Spectre ban though.
Okay.
So they are respecting that out of Ame here. Through. Would imagine the second ban is maybe some more common pairing with Io. Chaos Knight is not that good. Sven is banned.
10 seconds.
Gyro is banned.
Dire's turn to ban.
What are we even looking at?
You know, that's the camera for
Radiant's turn to pick.
everybody's looking at you. Go into the menu.
That's
Yep,
true.
There you go. Well done.
There you go.
Very perfect. This is a TI10 broadcast, by the way.
My bad. I
Brought
used
to
the
you by Cinderin.
wrong monitor.
Has lapses in judgment all the time.
Our observer, JJ, unfortunately went into the menu there a little bit. Sorry about that.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, so
you want to check his win rate with Spectre?
5
Oh,
seconds.
no, I
left.
was gonna get inspiration for carry heroes. Sometimes just looking at all the hero overview can be pretty helpful. But now we do have. Now I am going to look at it correctly, Shannon. Thank you for pointing out that I was making a mistake there. Luna is in.
Okay.
Not good against Terrorblade. Do they?
IO, it obviously
Dire's
reduces
turn
the
to
amount of
pick.
heroes that we're timing.
Faceless Void.
Okay. I mean, that's not the traditional.
It's
a bit
not
lackluster.
right. It's not the best synergy with Lycan either. But I guess you're just looking at, okay, what's left?
10
Like
seconds.
so many carries are banned. The ones that are in are not very good against Terrorblade for the most
5
part.
seconds left.
So they're gonna go for the Void. They have a bit of synergy with Chrono into Static Storm, of course. Ember can deal decent damage from outside Chrono, even though he's a melee hero.
The Sack.
But Lycan,
Choose your hero or something.
Twin Leshrac at very high pressure. lineup for Quincy here. You've got the Leshrac to take towers together with Terrorblade. You have insane mid-game team fight with Sand King Train AA. On the side of LGD, it's more like we talked about, more skirmishy and more splitting the map style. Very curious to see this play out. These two strategies are completely different. They're basically almost polar opposites in what they do, with the exception of Chrono helping out a little bit in the team department. I like Quincy's draft, though. I think it's very good in this game LGD have to offer, so... For your sake, we're going to call the loss for Quincy.
10 seconds!
We weren't trying to jinx. But either way, I think this is going to be a really, really interesting game.
5 seconds left!
On a strategic level. I love drafts like this where the two teams have totally different strategies because it makes it so much more interesting to watch because they have to think about the game differently.
Is there, I know different strategies, but is there a time of the game that respective team is looking forward to for their power spikes, so to speak?
I think it's hard to just identify like a time for me here because like for Quincy, their lineup is online relatively early. Leshrac gets some levels, Terrorblade gets one item, then you can push and fight, and it feels like LGD can't. So it's not really about the time as much as it's about the timing in the game where, okay, do we force the right hero rotation? It's about finding holes in the plot basically from Quincy, right? Like there's very clear, all right, we're gonna go, we're grouping up, we're taking this and this. If we manage to pull back Leshrac or Terrorblade or even Sand King, pull them back to defend a tower, that's when we can make a smoke move, we can just relocate, we can just like an ulti and make a lot of things happen. It's a lot about like high skill map dynamics, basically of pushing waves correctly without getting caught and reading moves. Those kind of strategies I would not advise for like tier. I think, for example, the level that LGD is playing right now is really difficult to. But at the absolute highest of levels, these kind of strategies can be. But it's hard.
Battle.
It's hard to play like this, in my opinion.
Oh my god. They spelled my name wrong.
Did they capitalize it incorrectly?
They capitalized the F incorrect.
Oh no.
I actually haven't tried it in game, so wow.
Oh no.
Thank you, LOA, for bringing that to my attention. I will definitely bug report this to Valve themselves after this game.
They used your voice line though, that's great.
Yeah, that's one person.
That's free advertisement right there. That's good. Guys, make sure you get Sunsfan's autograph.
Yeah. Cinderen's as well. It's not as good.
Oh, nice.
But,
you said I thought you weren't going to say.
And I guess Pimp. Pimp's a pretty good observer. He's okay.
Get JJ's as well.
He's one of the 3 best.
Get
right?
JJ's while you're
out of 3. But he plays a lot of Dota as we went over. Okay, so LGD versus Quincy Crew.
Feel free to stop.
He's actually played twice. Only 2 games, I should say. LGD's 2 of them. And I believe, wasn't that Animajor? I'm trying to remember exactly. It met up at another past that, but if I remember correctly, it was relatively close games.
Was it? You're saying it was at the Animajor they met?
I think so.
That was LGD's standout dominance tournament.
Yeah,
they were so good in that. So.
Pretty sure. So either way, yeah, Quincy Crew has something to prove for sure, and like you said, this is their first respective matches from each respective team.
Okay,
so
play your cards
definitely want to get off to good
start.
starts. As the
3 runes
wow,
LGD.
Psg.Lgd with 3 runes.
Let's look at lane matchups. Leshrac versus Ember, I think, is slightly Leshrac favored, but not by a lot. A lot of it comes down to Ember's usage of Flame Guard to handle the incoming magic damage harassment track, and obviously if clutch with Sleight of Fist dodges Split Earth. Both heroes are doing pretty well here.
By the way, Ame very late and transitioning to top lane right now.
They're gonna do a tri-lane top and play Lycan solo bottom.
Wow. Tri-lane with Void.
Both teams tri-laning here.
Yeah.
Very, very unusual and interesting.
Is this?
That sounded so sarcastic, but it wasn't.
Very interesting gameplay. That would have been a good voice line. You should have done. You should have done your robot voice line. So sorry, you were saying who wins this matchup typically? The Lesh versus Ember?
I think slightly Lesh favored.
Okay.
Right now it's going, oh, Leslau taking a lot of damage top. He will be okay. They're gonna TP. Okay, so first to rotate will be Quincy. They're gonna rotate up Treant to Leslau up here, but already Faith Beyond having a much better start than the Sand King in the top lane, actually getting almost, what's this? Is this almost the first 2 full waves? He's 7 CS, 1v3 bottom, off to an absolutely awesome start given the circumstance. And now, this top tri lane for me is going to be very interesting to watch, just because it's so uncharacteristic.
Wow.
Like,
Instant D work too.
what kind of a tri lane is this? Disruptor, IO, Void. It's very different.
Well, we
let's
talked
say.
about how Void, used to be one of the worst laners in the entire game. He's decent now.
Yeah.
Time dilation at the very least has been like micro buffed constantly throughout the last X amount of months, however long it's existed.
Yeah.
I don't think you get more than one still.
Generally not, no.
There's the idea
All
of playing
one
it as support where you max it out and it's actually relatively good. But
pretty legit
then you're playing
sometimes.
support as Void, which could be a hit or a miss, I guess. Make sure you have the right neutral item equipped. Be ready for whatever drops.
Or a little lost peak.
So what is your reasoning for Quincy Crew being top 4 or bottom 2? You're talking about in just group? TI?
In groups. In the group.
Oh.
No,
okay,
you thought it meant TI in general?
Yeah, I thought you
No.
meant TI.
It was
Okay.
for the group, which, I mean, how bold of a prediction is that really? That just means they don't get 5th, 6th, 7th,
Yeah.
right? So
not that big.
It's not like that bold. They don't strike me as a team middle of the pack because of what we talked about earlier. They can have very polarizing performance. Really, really well executed strategies, planning. I think especially SVG is very good at laying out a game plan before the game even, like the draft even begins. Great standout example for me was their series against Vici Gaming at the Animajor, where in game number 1 they absolutely stomped them with a Venomancer strategy that no one was playing. They just had this read that Vici Gaming plays slow, they play this kind of style, this is how we're going to attack it, and it did. I think they lost the series the next 2 games though, but that one game was very well prepped. And in group stages, that matters a lot. If you come in with a well-prepped game and you win the first game, that's already awesome, right? Like, then the worst possible outcome is a draw at that point.
Right, especially when you're going up against a team that many are picking to win TI entirely,
Right.
in LGD.
So, with that in mind, I feel like that when the prep is right and when the plays click, Quincy
Radiant's
can look
courier
amazing.
has
But then
been
they also
killed.
have these drop the
Serves
ball
you
games and
right.
moments. That also happened at the end. They had, I think it was a game against, I want to say it was either SG or I think it was no ping.
No ping. No.
Which was so scrappy, and they were not happy.
That
I
was
think they won the
that was
series
the
2-1.
shard game, the infamous shard game, where they left it in the pit.
Yeah, they won the series 2-1, but looked very unimpressive while doing that. And then the next day, they just crushed Vici Game 1.
And I
right?
believe
So-
that was the series where the meme of Quinn was taken, right? The picture of his face, I believe. Maybe it was the next series. At the Animajor, regardless. You're going to see Kinetic Peel into MSS right now. Ame applies some pressure here with the Thunder Strike from Innocence, aka Y as well. Ame going to the other side with the Time Walk, apparently. Will be using the taunt around the rock. Very important to show that did not make a mistake. More hotkeys, apparently.
Yeah, maybe you could set up your hotkeys before the game starts.
That's a thought.
I'm ready for the third.
These are micro pauses.
That's true. They're very quick at fixing.
So Faith Beyond, after getting that entire wave like you talked about, has dropped off a bit compared to everybody else, but that's to be expected. Right. Lycan in lane these days with the Wolves, what is the difference between, this is going to sound weird, between Lone Druid? Like, the Wolves are much more susceptible to damage, but are you getting as many last hits as a Lone Druid would, in theory?
Well, one of the differences is that Lone Druid had Bear.
Yeah,
and
the
these
Bear
are
is stronger,
wolves.
generally.
That's probably the biggest difference, honestly, so there's different animals.
What if you could equip items on the Wolf?
So they look like bears.
No, like... Got it.
Oh, you didn't mean cosmetics.
Yeah, actual items, yeah. Courier's going to be taken out by LOA.
Well,
Good on it.
the main difference is, so they have a lot of magic resist, but they have very low health, so physical right clicks, you can kill them very easily.
Yeah.
The Lone Druid Bear has a lot more health, but also way bigger bounty. Killing the bear compared to wolves is a lot more value, but also
Especially if they're in packs, and bears don't work together.
Yeah.
Unless they're related. Not sure where I was going with that one. LOA's going to get pressured now, right? With Shin Q attached to a wolf, so he's part of the pack right now. And LOA takes so much damage. You can see on the Terrorblade for now. Kind of the CS doing quite well for himself, as Y is going to get caught out. The grasp is there from MSS. Quinn with the split earth not quite in range. As a result, Y will live. But mid lane, Quinn 30-8. Nothing to say. Basically the same.
Now both heroes finding it. Oh, Quinn is out of mana.
Yeah,
He's
but
dead.
LOA is here to try to save the day. Gets the cold feet off. Nothing to say. Trying to get the last. Can he get? Oh, just out of range, and the first blood goes to LOA.
Thanks and have
Oh
fun.
my goodness! All planned by Quinn, I'm sure.
Oh, he thought Quinn juked off to the right in the trees and went for it.
It's actually a fitting line for that. It's actually so fitting. Let's see. When does he come out of Fog of War here? So, ooh, yeah, okay.
Well, he couldn't have thought he juked if he saw him, right?
I think he just missed.
Not very good targeting.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
But he knew he was dead either way, so just trying to get that first one before he goes down.
I think it's completely fine to go for it. But a little bit of a misstep, I think, earlier got him out of range. After through the 3 remnants, he probably stayed on top of the Lesh better. But nice response as well from SV there, or sorry, away as he's called, to grab that kill as well.
Yeah, a lot of name change. Leslau was Lelis, so if you hear that, that's the reasoning. The bash come online for Ame. He's going for Mask of Madness. I mean, are you expecting anything crazy out of the build here? We see a lot of Maelstrom. I don't know if you go Maelstrom and Mask of Madness. And then you take apart Mask of Madness later for Satanic.
Yeah,
and
Void needs a farm item. Mask of Madness isn't. And Maelstrom is also a really good item against Terrorblade, right?
Yeah.
And you want that.
Radiant structures
Quinn
are
might get caught out.
fortified.
Nope. Just on the right side of the kinetic field. Q in the vicinity with those spirit balls. Trying to keep this siege alive just for a couple more right clicks. Ball here. A lot of damage done to the tower though. Half HP. 7 minutes.
Unexpected that the Leshrac tower is half HP and per tower. Usually Leshrac is dominating the lane as much as possible. Get any power rune and tower.
Oh, TP coming in. Gonna be Ame. He is level 6. Gets the Chronos Spear off. Faith Beyond is wolf form, so he's gonna get a couple, literally one right click off with that Chronos Spear. LOA takes a tumble. Jin Q on the other side now. Attached to a Centaur right now. Yuar's gonna get hook stomped. Ame in vicinity as well. Faith Beyond. Looks like they're gonna get this kill on. Yuar does not have Sunder yet.
Radiant's
He is
top
only level
tower is
5.
under attack.
Says we'll TP out to safety. So nice rotations here from LGD.
Really cool synergy with IO and. You remember how core IOs used to Helm of the Dominator, so they could dominate a creep and then fly around the map?
Yeah, like a wolf.
What if you're, like flying wolves? What if you just have a friend that buys it?
Tower's about to topple.
Plays with
Dire's
Lycan's
bottom
Dawn
tower
Creep.
is under attack.
Lycan use ulti. IO is also hasty.
They obviously share control, right?
Yeah,
Tower's
probably.
under
Right?
attack.
You would imagine that they just share control and playing the. This is a really cool synergy, just because this was nerfed a lot, where the Dom with IO
Radiant's
used to
top
just
tower
constant.
has fallen.
It's quite a bit slower now.
But now when you use Lycan ult, it's like the old IO.
That's true.
You just have that creep be hasted.
That's a good point. Stump's going to connect onto LOA, but nothing to really follow it up with, at least not
A
yet.
lot of damage though.
Indeed.
Nothing
Quinn,
to say.
look-
Double damage room.
Quincy feels like they want to fight, but maybe a little bit hesitant right now.
Up from them getting the top tier tower though. This is a very early offlane tower. 8 minutes 30. They take
That's
the
true.
enemy
We see
offlane
so
tower.
many games where they get 2 racks and that tier 1 is still top, right?
Look at Ame here, bro. Side. I'm hitting this
right
guy
on the edge.
Sort of
Whatever.
eyes
So
is
the fact that that Chrono caught Yawar
Dire's
is
middle
why he
tower's in trouble.
definitely would have gotten
Which
out.
one, Dire again?
Yep, that's good stuff. Good synergy for sure.
Now they're pushing mid, and well, it looks like MSS wants to defend, but
Yeah.
he gets caught.
All right,
Okay.
Burrow Strike from Leslau. Looks like Y is going to take the brunt of the damage here and will fall as a result of MSS. Thunderstrike might tick him out. He's going to be next to the trees here as Jin Q. Looks like he's going to get brought down by Quinn instead, so MSS somehow lives through that, but 2 support kills in favor of Quincy Crew.
Great defense.
And now you
Especially
can
if
heal up the tower.
You have Treant. It's really important.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Investing all of his living armor cooldowns into this tower.
Talk to me about Sand King as a hero right now. It kind of dropped off the map the last few years, and then this last year it's kind of been brought back as an offlaner. A lot more games.
He received a couple of and offlaners got Sand King all weapon has this great ability to towers with 10.
Dire's bottom
And
tower.
something that will
Don't
always
look
be good in Dota, it's stun. Something that sets up a fight. See weakness when you find a moment of opportunity. Sand King is one. Capitalize. And then on top of it, he has fight ability.
And the fact that
I think
you...
conceptually the hero has always been good. It's just about the
Dire's middle
numbers.
tower is
How
under
big of a
attack.
deal is the fact that you don't channel it anymore? It's just a cast time.
It helps. That's nice. Feel good to take it to make a reaction come out. And thank you. Hit it. Tower again.
Yeah.
Really want this tower.
Quincy crew might have to give it up. The siege is in the vicinity. We'll continue to pound upon it.
Dire's
And yeah,
doing that
not in
glowy
position
kick.
now, but there's a fort
Yeah, not to do it till
just
that's
to delay it a little bit longer, and you get the refresh, of course.
Dire's middle
Gets
tower
killed.
is under attack. Dire's middle tower is
Finally,
falling.
as power goes the way of Psg.Lgd.
Radiant's top tower's about
Right.
to topple.
Closing in on Holy Locket with this.
Okay.
I wonder who he's primarily going. Right now, it's later on in the game, I suppose. No. Ame is expected. So, no big surprise there.
Oh, and he got the great neutral item choice as well. Again, I say choice. Just have to pray correctly.
It's a lot worse than it used to be, right? Now that it's the flat lifesteal instead of percentage.
Well, you don't keep it past tier 1,
Right.
but it's still good.
It's good.
during
It's
this time.
It's 7 agi.
Beyond. Into the enemy jungle he goes. He's going to pop that ult just to try to get away. You can see the static storm applied. Only the one right now in the kinetic field. Eloy's ult is coming out. Basically just clips Y, but ends
with
up
the
getting
haste
cleaned up
rune,
as a
getting
result.
juked, though.
Ooh, Faith Beyond.
Nice
Get out.
juke.
It's a 1-for-1. Looks the MSS gets brought down by Faith Beyond himself. Looks like probably a wolf did it. Huh?
So,
My goodness. It was a centaur creep that killed him. Oh, okay.
it was a bear.
That's close enough.
We've talked about this Lycan cosplay, by the way. Both love it. The wolf form
Yep.
when he uses ult.
Very cool indeed. Thank you for bringing it up during a TI10. This was a
I
TI10
thought you were gonna love this.
non-sponsored cosmetic talk.
You love talking about.
I do. They're fun. So almost done with his Vlads into the helm of the Overlord. Has the tomato creep right now. I think one change they need to make with the tomato creep is when he dies, he needs to, like, ketchup needs to spill everywhere.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
What do you think?
attack.
Yeah.
Radiant are
And then
scanning
we
for
can have
enemies.
like sponsored ketchup brands coming.
That's the next
Very
level
good.
cosmetic
Yeah.
stuff.
Smart. Very smart. Bottom tower. Under siege, but they're a little bit hesitant.
Yeah.
Having the 100 images attack a little bit, but they're not
Radiant's
using
bottom
Edict,
tower
which is
needs a
what makes
hand.
this fast. Good reason, because Psg.Lgd are heading over.
Radiant called
Meta
in the
is Pop by Yawar, and he's
fortifications.
basically out of mana right
Radiant's bottom
now.
tower is still
Searing
there.
Chains onto Quinn, who has to
not for
pop
long.
his Diabolic Edict, and with that, I think they just back.
They just
Dire is
farming
scanning for
enemy.
enemies.
Nice hold here.
Dire's
the
top
right amount
tower
of
is about to be
resources, I would say,
Radiant's
down
top
here.
rubble.
Looking for a glimpse. Oh, he's scared me there. Why with the tumbler toy? Level 6, of course. And this might be a concession of the tier 1 tower. Get out.
Dire's
So
bottom
likely will
tower
be
is
a second
getting
tower
pushed
on
around.
Psg.Lgd's way. So, with the Treant, like, what makes it a successful Treant game? Obviously,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
what warrants the pick? That's a better way to ask that. Like,
So what did you pick?
delaying the
Middle
towers,
tower is
or
not
Yeah, you
feeling
picked it
the
into
love.
Lycan specifically,
Dire's
right?
putting up
So
a battle
delaying the
king.
towers for sure, and then finding one or
Dire's
two good
bottom
overgrowths
tower.
in a team.
Don't
Probably
look
what you're
good.
hoping for with the pick. So far, it's only really been the tower
Dire's
delays.
bottom tower is
It
under
hasn't been
attack.
that great,
Dire's
like 14
bottom
minutes and
tower
you
is
still lost 2
falling.
towers. And the one you have left is the easiest one to take.
oh, we're going to see the burrow into the AA ult. Quinn can't even get off the solid earth, really. It was the Pulse Nova that got that kill. Has the Arcane Rune already activated, so an easy peasy kill
Dire's
for,
bottom
for
tower is
Quincy
under
crew.
attack.
But Ame, uh-oh, he finds Yawar inside the Chronosphere with the Thunder Strike to help as well. MSS gets off the Overgrowth, just needs a little bit of time to get the Sunder off, but no, gets glimpsed back into the arms of the rest of LGD. A huge kill for them.
Really cool as well to see Ame sidestepping there between every single
Radiant's
attack to
bottom
try to
tower must have been
touch
dizzy.
overgrowth from outside the chrono. Not even really a damage loss, right? As long as you weave in and out between each individual attack, just making MSS's much harder, and he does end up overgrowthing, and still, with that static storm, they do find the kill. Big one with Yawar out. They do also commit 2 ultis to it, so maybe a moment of opportunity here for Quincy Crew to look at this mid tower with some Edict plus meta in 25 seconds. So that does indeed seem to be the play here. It's going to TP mid on Terrorblade. Maybe it's just playing triangle for a bit, but I think it's a mistake if you don't take advantage right now of this chrono being on cooldown. Like, you really want to get something out of it. Might not need to be a full tower, but at the very least, you're going to see here. Notice how Ame starts weaving from side to side. Okay, actually only did it once.
It was just enough, Cinderin.
Well, it did in the end get caught by the overgrowth anyway. Didn't matter. Why was there?
He's going for BKB next, it looks. Manta was picked up by Yawar, and I want to mention Lelis has, I believe, almost finished his Crimson Guard, which is obviously a great item against
hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
Not an item we see that often, regardless, though.
I think it's... I don't know if it's better or worse than it used to be against Lycan back when he went Necrobook, right? Because, yeah, then...
Oh, Yawar's all alone again inside the Static Storm Kinetic Field combo. And that is while the Tier 1 tower is going down, so at the very least they get something out of it, but...
Stats are big. They might lose Quinn too, like this. He has Invis Rune. There is a Sentry.
Yeah, he's literally on top of it. The Wolves catch him out. Be a bit careful. There's the time dilation, and he has to pop the Pulse Nova. But he's completely surrounded now. They're just kiting as much as possible. There's the Overgrowth to try to stem the bleeding. Looks like Quinn might live as a result, so the sacrifice from MSS is certainly worth it. Although nothing to say is continuing the pressure here. You see the Burrow Strike finishes off Y in the meantime, so you want to count the Yawar kill. It's a 2 for 1, but now Lelis gets caught out. Double kill for Faith Beyond.
Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double
Quincy
kill.
Crew making some crucial mistakes here.
Yeah, they're just, they didn't even get the tower. Well, but you probably denied this.
Oh, I thought they got that. My goodness.
I was going to say about the Crimson Guard on Sand King here now that this fight is over. So the old Lycan build when Necronomicon was a thing, was Crimson Guard was better and worse against it because it had a Dispel, right? So you can Dispel one guy that Crimson was on, but it will protect a lot of the rest. Now, there's no Dispel anymore, but Lycans don't have all those summons. They have one really big guy that hits way harder than the Crimson Guard blocks. So I actually don't know, like, I think he wouldn't buy it unless there was also Sleight of Fist, right? It's because he has added value of also having this Ember do spread damage. But in my personal experience... Oh, hang on.
Oh, Burrow into Sandstorm. Quinn.
Chrono.
He's going to get chronoed by Ame, who's just going to solo him down. Doesn't have that much damage, though, so maybe Quinn can live a little longer, but not to be this time around. Leslau now stuck inside the trees with that Sandstorm. See MSS on the other side of the tree line as well, but he's going to get dusted and likely brought down here. I believe Quincy Crew just need to back. Ame with the time walk out. That's going to be a freebie for LGD again. 2 big, I mean, that's 2 core kills. At least you are live, though, on the other side of the map.
Yeah. Finding the silver linings here. Well, at least we didn't all die. Can always point to one hero that survived that wasn't involved.
That's right.
But yeah, it's LGD are really ramping it up here.
Top tower is under attack.
Really good read from Ahmed that he could kill there. I don't think that was obvious that chrono was a kill on the Lesh, but having the Master Madison Maelstrom was just enough. I think maybe Living Armor had already been used.
Dire's top
if that
tower,
was that, maybe it wasn't even on the Lesh. Did he kill him through Living Armor too?
Oh, we have some TPs from Quincy Crew. Quinn. Not quite vision of Y right now, but the Static Storm is placed right on top of Quinn. He's going to do some damage here once he's out, thanks to that Pulse Nova. He's trying to save Y's life, and looks like he's going to be successful. And then he should turn this around onto Quinn, but there's the Overgrowth AA Blast coming as well. Faith Beyond's going to get hit with the Burrow Strike in addition to the AA ult, and down he goes. Finally, something for Quincy Crew. Nothing to say with very little mana to speak of, but doesn't look like Quincy Crew have any more catch.
How that was looking for Quinn, that's a good outcome. To get the Lycan there and get out with no casualties. Huge amount of damage has been here by our lovely observer.
Lovely observer.
Get his autograph now. I don't know why that was the accent, but
that's not an accent that exists other than in the robot.
I made up a country. All right, so we're seeing the replay here. Static Storm onto Lesh, and at this point, when Disruptor gets saved, this looks scary for Quinn.
Yeah.
And this Overgrowth saves everything right there. Both of them, they set up the Ice Blast very nicely. Follow-ups the Burrow Strike from Quincy. And obviously with that, if Lesh dies there, maybe they even lose the top. But They hold it on, taking basically any damage on it. And Jawar's making good progress here as well. He's closing in on Scotty on the Terrorblade. Void's BKB, however, also completed, so very, very good for him as well.
Is this a game where you would prioritize at some point, if it goes into the later stages, obviously, the Ags on Disruptor, Chrono into Static Storm on TB, and you just can't live.
And you're playing it against a lineup that has 0 save, so it is really good.
Drums are popped, and LOA will be the sacrifice this time. He gets off the Ice Blast, but not to much avail.
Is this going to be a Rosho?
It looks like that's what they want to do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, the Ice Blast they know is not going to be up even if they were to take 20 seconds to kill this, which it won't take that long.
Or if he bought back.
Or bought back. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is about to be radiant.
First Roach goes to LGD. Lycan going for the shard, so that's the wolf that spawns in a random lane. We used to hate this thing, but it's actually pretty decent now.
I still hate it.
I think it's actually okay.
It's not about how good it is.
Oh,
it's just,
okay.
I don't think...
I think it's interesting because it's unique. Yeah. That's what the definition of interesting is, unique.
Sure. I agree it's unique. Okay?
Syndran, you're interesting.
Thank
Your
you.
face is interesting.
Yes.
Just want to let you know that.
It's a very unique face.
Yes. I agree.
But among itself, it doesn't have that many expressions.
Well, maybe in the next operating system update. So,
Send
3K network lead for LGD. Ame, of course, with the Aegis now. Plenty of time to work with. He's going for a Mjolnir. Next item choice. Into Lincoln's, it looks like.
How many things are going to proc static charge here? Because when you upgrade into Mjolnir from Maelstrom, the damage increase, it's pretty good with the attack speed, right? But you already have Mask of Madness. So I think from a raw DPS standpoint, you already have the attack speed to buy the damage instead of Daedalus or
well, they want to get rid
MKB.
of Mask of Madness eventually as well, right?
Right, that's probably, that's a good point. That's probably why. He's probably going to get this and then see. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
There's that wolf. So the reason this becomes pretty good is the Howl mechanic, the fact that it's global. It's been a while like that.
Tower is under attack.
The minus armor onto, and the fact that these wolves actually cripple towers. Cinder, did you know that?
Yeah.
That's, I believe, minus attack speed, if I'm honest. And is there a bleed effect? I can't remember. It's like a, that was like the old MAME kind of.
Only in Dota can towers bleed. That.
Yeah, damage per second. 8.
Dire's bottom tower.
And it works on towers. Let's see this massive damage. Oh, they fortified. See, you got to respect the wolves. Absolutely fortified for that wolf.
This wolf ran away though, so it's. Okay. That was not the shard.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Be quiet, Syndra.
Yes.
So,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Your face is really interesting. All right, we have a smoke here from Quincy Crew. Trying to backstab now. Nothing to say.
Don't look good. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, for free.
Quincy didn't really find an angle hit. They're trying now to do a full wraparound, but
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Oh, I hear the epi. He's waiting.
This can be really good or really bad.
Yeah, Burrow strikes only onto one, but it is the Disruptor trying to take him out before he gets his ult off. Ame pops the BKB. Y is getting healed so much from Jin Q. How is he not dead? Buyback under the tree end now. Static Storm there. Quinn in a ton of trouble. Looks like he's just going to get brought down by Ame's right click. Bloodstone is activated. Look at the health regen out of control. Aegis is finally expended, but it might be at the cost of Quinn's life if he's not careful. Attempting to run away, but the minus armor from the Howl and the right clicks will suffice. 2 for 1. Actually 3 for 1 with the buyback under the tree.
Dominating, I guess.
And okay, so Quincy Crew, you said it could be really good or really bad. That was not good. They got 1 kill.
The outcome
and
good, but they didn't even play it that badly. That's the.
Yeah.
But
Coin of the realm.
I think Yawar arrived too late for this move. Look at the minimap right now.
Look at how much Y gets healed by Jin. This is insane.
Yeah, Icebox is finally coming out later, but like now Terrorblade showed up, right?
Yeah.
It's just too late. If you're making this move, I don't think this works. Like you imagine the same fight with Yawar there 5 seconds earlier. I think they win it.
Yeah, possibly.
And instead this is a 4 for 1. It really is a game of seconds sometimes, and that was a. The way they entered that and the fact that they kept Quinn alive for so long should theoretically pay off bigger than 1 kill, right? Really got maximum value out of Living Armor plus Crimson Guard.
Yeah, I think that fight, I mean, LGD were in the driver's seat to some degree, but this has taken it to another level. 7K network lead. They are looking very good, but there's the Burrow strike. A blast is missed onto creeps instead. And Ame's just gonna pop his BKB and try to turn this around now. Twin gonna get bashed up. Y on the back line as well. Jin-Q gets in with his ult. And this is looking really bad for Quincy Crew, but Leslie gets off his ult in turn. Epicenter forces them back completely, but Quinn's stuck inside this Connect field seemingly the entire game. And they're afraid to go high ground now, but here comes Ember Spirit. That's going to be 1 kill. Make it 2 for nothing to say. Triple kill on top.
But less than 4 kills.
Oh, man. That was rough for Quincy Crew.
Dire's top
LGD.
tower is under attack.
God damn it. LGD.
What happened to the Ice Blast? I didn't even see it on the screen.
I saw it. It hit. He just misclicked.
Oh.
It hit neutral
Dire's
creeps.
top tower is
That's the
under
nerfs.
attack.
That, honestly, I think that would have killed.
Right?
Maybe he has Essence Ring, right?
Dire's
He has
top
Essence Ring,
tower
so he
has
might have
fallen.
lived anyway, but...
Dire's top barracks
This is going to be at the very least 1 full set of
Dire's
racks.
top barracks has fallen.
With the... He's had this
Dire's top barracks has
Granite
fallen.
Golem the whole game.
Double damage.
What are your thoughts on this?
Pretty much.
With an IO, it's actually pretty cool, right?
It's just more health. You're playing against a lineup that primarily does magical damage, except
Yeah.
this one Terrorblade.
Like, do you actually prioritize that versus the Dragon in this lineup because of that? Or
With how you're playing fights, I think so. Yeah.
pretty cool.
Although the Dragon would also be nice because it forces Terrorblade to deal with it, because none of the other heroes can.
Maybe only the Granite Golems have come up and we're looking too into this.
That's very possible. There are dragons now.
Oh my god, nothing to say. Look at that. Yeah, that was set up beautifully for him. So Lincoln Sphere, Cinderin.
Yeah.
It blocks Burrow Strike,
Yep.
and I think that is literally it. Am I wrong? Sunder
For the vote, Sunder is
and
the
Cold
big one.
Feet. But Lincoln, all the way, gonna get brought down.
Carnage.
Hit the Ice Blast, though.
Discover
Why
what
Lincoln?
lies
Is it
beyond.
just for Sunder? Is that the main thing?
I think so, yeah. Probably is.
Not a very common choice in a game like this where there's not like a
Find those
Doom
sneaky
or...
bums.
I mean, Lincoln is like a forgotten item it feels like.
What even?
Dire's middle tower
What am I missing here?
disintegrate.
I mean, it blocks Burrow though, right?
Yeah.
So that is a major one.
It's good, but
Dire's middle
I don't know
tower
if
looks
it's
to be
necessary. That's the
disintegrating.
other thing.
Well, 13k network lead for LGD now. The tier 2 tower looking like it will fall. Oh, Smoke getting ready to go for Quincy Crew potentially.
Radiant's top tower
I mean,
is
from their
under
perspective, what needs to be done? Like, what's the combo
Dire's
here?
middle tower is
Overgrowth
under
into
attack.
AA Blast on several heroes, I would
Dire's
assume is a
middle
minimum
tower is falling.
at this stage. And
Most-
is there an item that Yawar is looking for? Like,
He's
I guess the
getting BKB
BKB
now.
is the...
I think it's go time, but I think most importantly, you need all your heroes there at the right place at the right time, and you
Yeah.
need to hit the combo like you said. So, Terrorblade needs to be able to attack during overgrowth into... Then you have the damage
Radiant's
still
bottom
to
tower
fight
is
2
under
kills in
attack.
this, but unfortunately for Quincy Crew, they kind of missed the window that was the really scary play for LGD about 5 minutes ago. That is when that could have been super scary, when the Scotty was fresh. I don't think the BKB on Terrorblade is that integral to the success of their lineup. In all honesty, I don't even know if he should have bought it. What are you countering with this? Slight Chains and Static Storm?
The flames
Yeah, I
rush
don't know.
forth.
I really don't know.
Maybe he values the Sunder that high.
There's the smoke. LOA. Oh, he just got 2-shot by a rock. There might have been a sleight of fist there as well, but we'll ignore that aspect.
Godlike.
Just give all the credit to the
Carnage.
Golem itself as Quinn takes a tumble, so this is just snowballing out of control in LGD's for sure.
Top wave is
middle
coming in
tower is under
about
attack.
10 seconds if they cut the next one and break backdoor protection mid. Exactly what they're going to do. He's going to hold the wave here. Mid is now open for business if they want to try to push there. Doesn't necessarily look
Dire's
like they're
middle
going to
tower looks
force
to be
high ground.
disintegrate.
They will.
Flame
Why not?
and searing heat.
War forced to
Manta.
use his Manta. Ice Blast, they know, is available. Spawn area.
Yeah,
Can we get an update on where the wolf is?
there are
Okay.
2 wolves
there we
bottom.
go. That's a good wolf.
2 bottom.
Wow, 2? That happened. Is that his actual wolves then?
No. Guess there was just a big wave, so it took them
Oh.
a long time to chew through it.
Wow.
Because do you know why it took them a long time?
Oh, that was another update. They stopped the aggro on the Lycan and on the wolves as well.
Oh yeah.
Radiant are
Sorry, you had a joke, I'm sure. What
How
was
does
it?
that even work?
You're
Very
saving it for another time?
Very serious.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, this might be the last-ditch effort for Quincy Crew. Of course, this is only game 1 of this 2-game series for the group stage of TI10. Quincy Crew need a miracle. They need a perfect initiation. Roche is now up. You can see they wanted to go for Innocence or Y on the Disruptor, and just couldn't be brought down. They just didn't have enough damage. Because, like you said, Yuar wasn't in range, and Io with the ridiculous amounts of heal. See? Ame has the Mjolnir and Lincoln Sphere and BKB, playing it super safe this time around. Quinn, Searing Chains is there. AA Blast is coming in. Ame just time walks to safety. Alloway gets destroyed by Nothing to Say on the backside. Buybacks galore, but no ult
There they go.
for LOA in turn as Yuar gets off the Sunder finally. But it's going to be a big chrono onto the only hero that really matters, as Quinn is just going to be brought to Yuar. Looking forward to Sunder. He's already used it, actually. Triple kill from Faith Beyond, and that is likely to be GG for game number 1. And there it goes.
Absolutely crushed. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Radiance
That was a bit of a rough one for Quincy.
I think in theory, from a strategic point of view, the Quincy crew lineup has this Radiant lineup. I really think so.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this. You wouldn't chalk this up to.
And think about the other side as well. Like, Gyro's kind of scared most of the time. I don't think Naga has to be too scared.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Dire's top tower might be going down! Dire is scanning for enemies. Dire's putting a hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
A soldier's
Radiant's
fortune.
bottom tower's still there, but not for long. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Revealed.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Radiant's top tower's under attack. Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady. that even work?
Regeneration.
You ever been underneath this pit? A lot of good stuff down there. Dire's middle tower's in trouble. Which one's Dire again? Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
Make
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long. Dire's middle tower's taking a dirt nap!
Mjolnir BKB, excellent total damage output. Whisper, not going to go for the Axe build, unfortunately. Everything I said, irrelevant. But Solar Crest will be effective. Slap that on. And that's going to make it a lot easier. Often fights. Almost Abyssal, sorry, on Naga Siren. Headway here.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
here. For smoke. Bait Eurus a bit here. You're opening young, and oh, just a little bit too fast. Not going to be able to quite land that crush.
Great blink out. Very good he bought this item, because you definitely have some issues as Tusk. If you get ran at, can't like snowball away, you know, almost ever. So having blink is, with the quick fingers here, if not for that, he dies. Much easier for him to frontline than Stinger in these moments. A little bit of a break. Stinger's still doing good though, 1, 4, and 5. He had some deaths, but most of them were tacticals. They're not in the worst spot. Play the other side of the map. Vision's looking pretty good. For the elephant side, they got decent wards across the middle of the map, so time is fought here. A little bit of vision for East Coast could be a bit better, but gotta keep playing your game. Scares me that Gyro's farm is the same though. Naga's supposed to be blowing up a little bit, but K1 hasn't been able to get any kills, just some assists here. So
Dire's top tower is under
but
attack.
not as much as you want.
They did opt. He has that
structures
Abyssal
are
Blade completed
fortified.
now. They are going to have a lockdown. Naga
Dire's
should
top
be
tower is
growing
about to
very,
be
very quickly.
Radiant's top tower.
And Eurus is
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He'll be happy. With relocate and then he'll spot him, and once he gets the tank as well, killing him is going to start being really hard. Like, we're going to have to start seeing some heal solutions, some anti-healing. Like Shiva's potentially, the Scotty. Once you have that, it's a little different, because getting a lot less heals, but... Or they can just kill the... No, that works too.
That works too. Should also go for...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna build that though. I don't. It's not a line item basically. Like Tusk support, sure, but yeah. Instead, he's just gonna go Halberd. They're just gonna try to stop the attacking. It's a good idea too.
Hard kill to get, guys.
They could kill him.
But that's
they're gonna lose
a little bit easier. That is definitely easier as they're able to blow up FY. They drop the splitter for it. Fall down comes out. The BKB comes out from Eurus too, and they go. They have that Abyssal Blade, like we talked about. Chris Luck giving some of these clicks out. They'll take that stinger over on the other side. They have to focus down this egg now. They've got the song out, so egg will fall. It looks like they're just gonna back off. They took down the IO, but they're still just a little bit too scared here to follow up. Signs getting thrown out over onto Young. The rest of the
a dominating performance.
Tried the Delta split, but unfortunately for Schofield, he cannot outrun Thomas.
I mean, they're using their team fight ultimates good. They pop the song consistently. Quap is aiming for that egg almost always in these fights. Just pops BKB, jumps in, kills the egg. They don't have to worry about that reset. But ultimately, a great Ice Shards catch on Gyrocopter is they kill the IO instantly. That was like the ideal jump. They're able to force the fight on the Gyrocopter, but once he pops BKB, but Harry, so they have to disengage, but once they get a little bit more farm on Nagasar, in fact, his itemization is adjusted. He started building BKB, but now he's changed to, looks like he wants a butterfly now. Wants to get more evasion against the gyro, which is good, but with the 20 Earth... be really good against Slardar and Void Spirit. That part is true. Those guys are not going to get True Strike.
High Rider is going to be a dead dude. Yeah, we...
See a couple picking out as they're making right to the jungle. Sanda's jumping immediately over onto Schofield, and with that axe, it just does too much damage. They even bring the rest of some friends over here. Eurus and
yeah, they want to
hoping that they might have some stragglers, perhaps.
Much as you can get would be helpful. Thinking about buying a shard here. A little surprise, personally. Obviously, the BKB aspect of it is quite good, but maybe he wants to get it because it'll make him more survivable against Void or something, but give him Magic Community against the Silence, potentially, if he can use it in time. It's a bit hard. For now, still pushing out the map. K1's...
The drawback immediately, though. Chris Luck, BKB comes out from Young almost instantly. Chris Luck needs to be careful. Again, does have his own BKB. They drop the Earth Splitter. Trying to find the zone. They want to take down Super. They've got the Sonic Wave. They should be able to get that kill. Die back immediately now coming out from Phoenix as we do have a fight breaking out over here on the side. IO coming right back in again. Chris Luck, though, does manage to get the kill onto Yang. Still on this, looking for the opening here over onto Ector. He's got the rest of the team behind him. They want to try to protect him as much as possible. Looks like have to retreat here with the rest of the team, and not full retreat though, because they definitely have control over on the side of the jungle.
And they were really close to killing the Void Spirit, but a little too much healing from FY. But ultimately, 2 kills for him, right? They killed the Slardar on the side, that one fight that ended up nowhere. But there was also buyback from Super, so 2 kills and a buyback. Great engagement for Beast Coast. Now they just reset again, wait for their ultis to come off cooldown. The only really big one, I guess they use Finger of Death, of course, but the other big one is the Quap ulti, but everything else, it'll be back soon. So, still hang out near Roshan. Roshan is going to be spawning in about 6 here.
Now the jump forward immediately on Stinger. It does have the Force Staff, though.
Gonna have to anticipate that in the future. Roche does spawn, they see that. Oh,
Schofield needs to be very careful, because Eurus was looking for a murder, for sure.
Under attack.
After making his way over as well.
Why does he say sleep? What was that? What am I missing?
What?
Oh, he must have gotten stomped. Or Myco stomped. I
Dire
was like, who slept Eurus? I was like, did they song? No. What's that?
No.
The other sleep. Not a lot of sleeps. And I was like, is there a Ricky? There's a Ricky, isn't there?
Is he just been there the entire time? What is the meme like? Ricky always has been. Oh, the jump forward over onto Ektor. Getting a couple of these nice bashes off. They have a beautiful egg on top of it. They'll end up losing K1 for sure here. And now Whisper is not looking like he'll survive this at all. He's the next to fall.
Big catch there.
Radiant's
I guess Hector probably expected Elephant to play the push area a bit more, and they were just ready to jump on. Yang gets the catch, and his whole team follows up. Big kill. He had Song, didn't have BKB. If he has BKB there, he'd be...
It's Dire's band. It's Radiant's band now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Dire's turn to ban. It's Radiant's ban now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dire's band now. Dire pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick. Yeehaw! Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick. Dire.
Trient Protector. The sack.
Seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant's turn to ban.
Lena.
Seconds. 5 seconds left. Dire's turn to ban. Seconds. 5 seconds turn to ban. Seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dire's ban now. Radiant's turn to pick. Seconds. 5 seconds left. Dire's turn to pick.
Vengeful spirits.
Terror. Prepare for battle!
哎，身体不算舒服。
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
哎，身体不算舒服。
30 seconds to showtime! Oh, I see lots of good digging spots out there. What are we waiting for?
What?
When the horn blows, the blood flows.
O Shink aqui, tá safe. Então vou discutir.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
May this blood run deep to heal the world's wound. honed in on you.
Money to burn.
I'm all for a little downtime. You feeling fresh? Dire's middle tower's in trouble. Which one Dire again?
A tithe to the impurities.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I gotta get up pretty early.
Regeneration.
His betrayer's steel. The wages of sin paid in full.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is getting pushed around. Dire is scanning for enemies.
Thanks.
Oh, this crowd makes a girl feel young again!
Onage.
Radiant power scan. How does that even work? Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You can't have it!
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Gold for my folk.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long. Radiant fortified their structures. Pretty good move if you ask me. Dire's top tower might be going down. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love. Radiant called in the fortification.
Regeneration.
Dire's putting a hurt on Radiant's middle tower. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Killing spree.
Your elements
Extinguished.
Horn of the Realm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's putting up a barricade.
A tithe to the
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Radiant's top tower is under attack. are scanning. Trying to find those sneaky bums.
Killing spree. Alright, a dominating performance. Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Denied!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Killing spree.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Impurities! What did you expect?
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Bounty. Radiant are scanning for enemies. taking a dirt nap! Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Illusion burns, doesn't it?
Radiant's courier is dead. I wonder what idiot got it killed.
Money to burn.
Killing spree. Dominating, I guess. Double kill.
Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies. Roshan's dead. Hey, him and that Aegis. I never messed up that bad. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
You can't keep me grounded.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Regeneration.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Mega kill.
看着队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Dire is scanning for enemies.
Killing spree. They're unstoppable.
Radiant's top tower's about to Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Run? I am running.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower don't look good. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Killing spree.
Fair execution.
Radiant's top tower's about to topple. Radiant's top tower just tapped out. Radiant's top tower's under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Irons in the fire.
Hey, where's Dire's bottom tower? Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
Gold for my forge.
A dominating performance. That was unreal. My favorite kill is the Mom's double kill. Mega kill. Double kill.
Your soul lies plundered.
Dire's bottom tower
Godlike.
don't look good.
Impossible kill.
You seem like a love.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks is still there. How long? Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower had a run-in with the Dire. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant Ancient is nothing but rubble. Dire take it all the way.
Yapsor's got Blink, so I imagine he's going to get Shard soon. Anything big on the side of Spirit that we've seen recently? Glimmer for our IO, and Toronto Tokyo is getting close to a Hex.